Quinn was sentenced this morning by a circuit court judge in Beaufort County.
Who?
He was,
Who? Who's the judge?
I forget her name, but I want to.
Carmen Mullen.
Carmen.
Huh?
Carmen Mullen.
Yeah, Carmen, well, I know, I'm just kidding. It was really a bad job on her part, and I didn't expect much, but I was shocked because we got even less than I expected. She gave him 1 year suspended, 500 hours of community service, no restitution, and no fine, okay?
Oh, my.
He is alleged to have acquired $4.5 million by devious means, but he was not required to pay any restitution. So if you calculate the amount he had to pay, it should have paid in terms of community service, he got credit for $9,000 an hour, okay? 500 hours into $4.5 million. So it really is an exaggeration to say it was a slap on the wrist, okay? He basically was allowed not only to rob the bank, but to take the money home and keep it. I had asked that the judge impose restitution for the cost of the special election in Lexington County, which was a total of $53,000. After 4 weeks, she never acknowledged my letter, and she, of course, didn't do anything about it today. The plea is defective, and my view of it is this. The plea was drafted by the defendant's attorneys, not by the prosecutor. They put a provision in there in which Rick Quinn admitted he made a mistake, not that he admitted he committed a crime. And he was convicted, he pleaded on common law misconduct in office.
Is that a felony?
Misdemeanor. But the problem is, common law misconduct in office is not a standalone criminal law. You have to have a predicate criminal violations, like RICO, racketeering. You don't have such a thing as racketeering, you've got to show some predicate crime. It could be extortion, it could be bribery, it could be money laundering, prostitution, but you have drugs, you have to show predicate crime. But because he didn't plead guilty to a predicate crime, basically denied his guilt, I think the plea agreement is flawed. And I think what their game plan was, and Pasco didn't catch it, when the judge initially accepted Quinn's plea back in December. But he caught it afterwards. So then he went down there this morning and tried to get her to vacate the sentencing agreement. She refused to do it. So that's what they're going with. He pleaded guilty, and those are the penalties. But what they're going to do is wait and see. They're going to wait until after David Pasco is finished as special prosecutor, which probably will be in 6 months to a year at the most. They're also going to wait until after the November election. And if Alan Wilson is elected as Attorney General again, then they're going to make what's called a collateral attack. They're going to file a post-conviction relief motion, probably an appeal, and attack the plea agreement as invalid and get the judge to strike it down. Then the question is, what does the prosecution do? Well, the prosecution is no longer going to be in the hands of David Pasco. It's going to be in the hands of Alan Wilson or some other Republican, and they're probably not going to want to prosecute the case. So that's what their game plan is. And that, I checked it out, my theory, with a couple of county attorneys in Columbia, with Chris Kennedy, who works in the Dick Harpootlian firm, and Jim Griffin, who is a prominent criminal attorney, also with my son, who practices criminal law in Anderson, and they all feel that my theory is quite likely going to prove true, and that the plea agreement is defective and subject to a collateral attack. So that's what happened. It's not what should have happened, but that's what happened in Circuit Court in Beaufort County this morning. no restitution, no fine, okay?
Can he be sued
And the guy
civilly?
walks away with $4.5 million.
Can he be sued civilly?
What?
Can he be sued civilly in civil court? Or
Well, the
federal court?
Attorney General could, could sue him. There is a provision in the Ethics Act that allows the Attorney General or his surrogate, who's David Pasco, to sue for recovery of illicitly gained profits. So